Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Freeman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 38.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
To throw is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos are in for 6. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first, they go right back to Collins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Jackson on second down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they've got a third and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run for it with Collins.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action now. Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Crabtree the target on that one.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Booker on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. On second down, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, Booker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Keenum now on second down. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the 50, it's Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Keenum. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone, it's Keenum. Sliding out of it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A 2nd down carry for Booker. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Gone! All right, here we go.
Jackson on first down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Wide open receiver complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Here we go. Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Jackson to throw on second down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Justin Tucker for the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First and 10. Here's Keenum. Now he's and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, here's second and 11. They'll hand off to Booker. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Keenum. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On first down, Keenum finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Freeman again. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it. This is Booker, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Play action. Now Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, let's go.
Back now in Baltimore.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake, Keenum rolling to his right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punter King to send it away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Leopard!
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure. Hayden Hurst just earned himself his first NFL touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I I think the Baltimore Ravens front office will tell you that's exactly why they drafted Hayden Hurst. He's got a potential to make a big impact in the league, especially in the red zone, and he just delivered right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Jackson. Allen has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Domata Peko, the one to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he's flushed out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go, let's go.
Keenum's going to throw it here. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Keenum now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time, don't they? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the